You put a deposit down on a 2020 Corvette over a year ago, you didn't get it, and now you have to get a 2021. What's new? What to expect? And do you stick with the dealer you put your deposit with? That and more in this video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the vlog, and welcome to a little different setup here in my vlogging studio here at the Chevy Dude house. In today's video, we're going to talk about the 2021 production information. We're going to talk about when production is going to start. There's a big rumor out there and the date is wrong. I'll tell you that right now. Anybody who has put a date on the internet is 100% wrong. We're going to talk about when you can start ordering cars. Should you get your order in right now? We're going to talk about consensus cycles. We're going to talk about should you change dealers? We're going to talk about wait times for C8 nationwide, and we're going to talk about the newest feature, magnetic ride control without Z51. Before I get into the content, I want to give a big shout out to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video. We've all seen recent news articles about security and privacy with TikTok. Well, security and privacy does not go with just an app like TikTok. It should be everything you do online. Mobile devices, computers, whatever the case may be. I've always connected to a VPN, and so should you. Surfshark is giving me a fantastic deal at 83% off and 3 extra free months by using that right there and promo code ChevyDude. So make sure you use that code. It's in the description, and make sure you get your security and privacy in check. So let's get into the biggest topic of this vlog, and that's when 2021 model year will start and when you can expect your 2021 Corvette. So the big rumor out there is November 2nd is the date of production. I don't believe that's accurate. From my sources and from people I talk to, November 2nd is not on the drawing board for the start of production. General Motors' official message to the dealers is consensus for 2021 model year will be announced at a later date and is anticipated for later this fall. So here's what's going to happen. The factory has to come to the dealer and say, hey, we're going to do consensus. How many cars do you want? Okay. That's not the case with Corvette. They tell us how many cars we're going to get. Consensus happens on every make and model that General Motors has. Cadillac, Buick, Chevy, GMC, whatever it is. So when they come to our dealership, they're going to come to us for Silverados, Malibus, every model year for the 2021. So they tell us that, hey, we're going to give you 21 Corvettes for the month of October. So in September, this is going to happen. So we get to order 21 Corvettes in the month of October for production the first week. So once that happens, that's when you can talk to your dealership, and I'll update you when we get those consensus. So that way you can talk to your dealership and know better production dates for your car and where you stand on their list. Is it important today to have an order in? Absolutely not. There's only one reason to have an order in the General Motors system for a 2021 Corvette, and that's only for price protection. I tell this to people all the time. Price protection is the only reason we need to have an order at 1100 status. If I have a client that's not responding to me and all of a sudden I get my consensus, I can put your order in, and I call him the day that I put his order in and he has 0 orders, I push his order to preliminary status, and 2 seconds later I push it to 2000 status. His order does not get affected in any way, shape, or form from the dealer standpoint. So that being said, you do want to get your order in there for price protection, but don't worry if your dealer's not contacting you to get an order in. They're going to get it. They're going to get it in there. They want to sell you a car, but don't stress out that you don't have an order in there yet. So July 31st was the official day that we could put every piece of option that's available for 2021 in there. And so you can start calling your dealers right now to do it. For my clients, I will contact you. I currently have close to 300 C8 orders and 131 Z06 orders. So I do need your guys' help though. So General Motors, I know you guys watch my video. It's very, very important that I can fulfill 100% of my 2021 deposits that I have right now. I have 277 deposits. I need 200 plus allocations for 2021 model year. So if you guys are watching this and you're on my list, make sure you start hitting General Motors up and hitting me up with some allocations and extra allocations for my dealership. And I think it's pretty important because we're a dealership that does great for our clients. We have great CSI. We take care of our customers. We don't charge over MSRP. We communicate with our clients to ensure that they're doing it. I would have to say that my clients are probably the least likely ones to call Corvette Concierge because I'm giving them so much information available to them and just keeps them away from Corvette Concierge to reduce resources for General Motors as well. So let's get into that. You did not have a 2020 order go through, and now you have to go to a 2021 car, and should you change dealers? So my short answer is no, I don't think you should change dealers. So the reason why is you are on a list from a dealer for X amount of weeks, days, months, years, whatever the case may be, right? So if I have a customer that put a deposit down March of 2019, didn't get his car this year, and he goes to another dealer, then he goes to the back of that line. With the only exception, if that dealer doesn't have anybody in line and he's the very first person, that's when I would change a dealer. If a dealer says, hey, listen, I'll put you number one, I'll get you a car, that's when you can change a dealer. But in a nutshell, I don't think you should change dealers. The reason also why is because you need to communicate with that dealer and find out, when can I get my 2021 order? How many allocations did you get for 2020? How many did you fulfill? Like, nobody's going to fulfill 100% of their allocations for 2020. So if they've got a good amount of their allocations, I got about 50% for my dealership, then you're probably going to be setting good if they're at the same way. If they filled 100% of their allocations, maybe they're a small dealer with only getting 4 or 5 and they delivered all 5, then you have a pretty good chance of getting your car for 2021 with that dealer. So I would not change dealers. Under the rarest of circumstances, you can change dealers. Let's talk about wait times for the 2021 C8 and maybe 2022 C8. If you contact a dealer today and you want to get on their list and give them a deposit so that's way you can get a C8, expect 18-month wait period. Absolutely expect 18-month wait period. We're looking at production to start in mid-November, and then we're going to have a 1-week shutdown for the plant for Thanksgiving and a 2-week shutdown for the plant for Christmas and New Year's. So they're going to shut down the Friday before Christmas. They're going to shut down, and then they will not reopen the plant until the Monday after New Year's. So that's 3 weeks in 2020 calendar year that they're not going to work. So if they're going to, let's say they do start production on November 2nd, the most weeks that they're going to produce cars in 2020 for the 2021 model year is 6 weeks. So don't expect that to have a big impact on cars getting this year. So that's why I say 12 to 18 months. It's August of 2020 right now when I'm recording this video, and you're probably 12 to 18 months out. So expect that if you're getting on a list today fresh. Magnetic ride control. This is exciting, right? So we've all seen that magnetic ride control now is available without Z51. I have spoken with Harlan Charles directly, and I asked him this question because on the C7, magnetic ride control was tuned for track use. It was not tuned for street use. With the new magnetic ride control 4 system that we have in the C8, it is tuned for street use. So the softest ride currently in a 2020 Corvette is when you have magnetic ride control and Z51. That gives you the softest ride. That is not the case anymore for 2021. If you want the softest, smoothest ride for touring, you want to do a standard suspension and magnetic ride control. So that's the best suspension you can get out there now on the C8. And I can tell you right now, with over 10,500 miles on my car, there's no salesperson, there's no person in the country that can give you a better recommendation on getting magnetic ride control. Absolutely 100% worth it. And now that you don't have to spend $5,000, $6,000 for 2021 to get Z51 and then magnetic ride control is a huge benefit, and it's going to give you the best ride quality. So definitely do magnetic ride control. It's definitely worth it. And you don't have to spend $6,000 now, which is very, very, very nice. So in recap, expect sometime in mid-November for production, sometime in September for dealerships to know how many cars they're going to get for the first production period. Don't change your dealers. 18-month wait period for a C8 if you get on it, and magnetic ride control with the standard suspension is the softest suspension. You guys know I read every single comment that comes in on YouTube channel. So if you have a question or concern, throw it down in the comment section. I'll read it. I'll respond if I can. And then, of course, if you need some help on a C8, even if you're buying it from another dealership, check out my website, chevydude.com. You can schedule a 10-minute phone call with me, and I'll be more than happy to help you out, and I'll call you right on dead time of what it's need to be. So, guys, as always, make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn your bell notifications on for future content. Make sure you get protected by using Surfshark VPN. Again, you got this code right here, this link right here. It's in the description below as well to save 83% off and get 3 free months when you use Surfshark. Check out ChevyDudeStore.com, get your Chevy Dude merch, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day and drive safely.